This is Car Guys New England, your YouTube channel for anything automotive. Hey guys, it's Jay with Car Guys New England. Today's video topic is going to be wrapping the Stainless Works headers for the Lincoln Town Car behind me. Now, I will stress, even Stainless Works recommends that you don't wrap their headers, that you get a ceramic coating. I just want to say the reason why I'm wrapping them is because I want cooler underhood temperatures, which could be up to 60% lower. That's a 30% increase even over ceramic coatings. There are a lot of people saying online that, you know, the headers can crack or burn out and things like that with the header wrap on them. I do believe that Stainless Works makes a really good product. So I'm not really concerned too much about that. We'll see what happens one way or another, and I'll do a video on it. But it's a great experiment, and it's a torture test. But anyways, let's get into how this is done, and I'll go through the various steps. All right, so here's the first step. I've already cleaned these Stainless Works headers with rubbing alcohol and let them dry. And then the next step, I'm going to hit them with some ceramic paint. And here's the ceramic paint I'm going to be using, VHT flame-proof paint, good from 1300 to 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's shake this up, and then we'll get that on there. And always start with just a sweeping action. And just light coats, just like that. Okay. Just nice sweeping coats. We're just going light on here for now. And the idea behind this is to provide one thermal barrier. And then what we'll end up doing is we will be wrapping these, but I'm going to finish spraying these and then we'll move on to the next steps. All right, so now they're painted, they're drying. So I just laid them out here. I'll probably hit them one more time and then we'll get into the wrap. All right, so we have the header. It's been coated in just a spray ceramic coating, nothing special. I have some DEI fiberglass wrap that I'm gonna have to open up and wet that. I got gloves because I don't want to handle the fiberglass, don't want that getting in my skin or my tracking it on my eyes or whatever. Needle nose pliers, pair of snips, these have cutters on the end, scissors for cutting the wrap, 2 packs of the small ties, and we also have a pack of big ties. So this header looks like it'll be pretty straightforward. So we'll get started with this one and we'll go from there. So we're just going to wet the fiberglass real quick, shake off the excess, and then we're going to work it with my hands. I don't have a free hand available, but that's what we're going to do. Just make sure to soften it up a little bit. All right, so there it is. Some of the pipes were actually too tight together to get the wrap between them, so in some sections I did 2, some sections 3 pipes are wrapped, and then one part I had to wrap 4, and then back to 3 to 2, and then off to 1. It's a lot of figuring out, and it is a major pain in the ass. So we got to let the fiberglass itself, let the water evaporate from it, and then we can spray silicone on this that will dry and also protect the wrap from soaking in oil, stuff like that, so you don't have an engine fire. All right, so here is the driver's side header for a Crown Vic from Stainless Works. I already put a quick coating of ceramic paint on it, not one of the Bake-On ceramic coatings, but one of the spray can ones, as you saw earlier in the video. I've been dreading this one because it's just not going to be easy to wrap. But I do sort of have a game plan to do this. I think I'm going to start with this pipe, since this one I can get at pretty unobstructed, which shouldn't be too bad. This one I may be able to get to a certain point, and then I'm going to have to stop, and then I'll figure out everything else from there. So without further ado, let's continue. All right. So there's that one pipe. I took it as far into the collector area that I could. Now I'm just kind of looking at this, figuring out my next moves. I think I'm going to attempt this pipe next, but we'll see how that goes. It could be pretty tricky. And this is all spotted up because the wrap is wet. I poured some water on the wrap before I started working with it, so it's just damp from handling it with the gloves. And we're going to let everything dry really well anyways before we coat the wrap in the high temperature silicone spray, which will be in this video as well. Alright, so what I've done into here, a little bit here, which I'm going to tighten up a little bit better. And then what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to start before the bung for the O2 sensor, and I'm going to wrap around the collector, and then I'm going to go around these 3 pipes here. And then at that point, I'm going to go around this, and then I'm going to just wrap this single pipe, and I should be finished. All right, so here's the other header, all completely wrapped. You can see where I went around 3, and then 2 pipes, and then to 1. One thing that I am going to do is use 2 stainless steel clamps on the end of each tube there, just to be extra secure. And also we have one near the collector. So at that point, this should be good to go once I get that done, and then we'll do the high temperature silicone spray. All right, the time has come to put the DEI high temperature silicone coating on the headers, so let's get started. So I actually bought 1 can of this for each set. It's probably not going to need that much, but we'll see, because I'm really going to soak this stuff into all of the wrap. Make sure this is really, really coated. And so this header now is completely sealed. You can see the fiberglass wrap has been completely saturated with the silicone paint. So we're going to put this in the garage to let dry. But so you can see the difference between that and this uncoated one, which I'm going to finish up here. This is the driver's side header, and I'll start painting that. All right, here we go again with the high temp silicone coating for the driver's side. And I absolutely hate these goddamn nozzles, so I'm going to fix this and I'll continue on. All right, so now we got it working right. Oh, jinx. So I had to buy another bottle of this DEI high temperature silicone spray, because the nozzle on the can that I bought off of Amazon was one of those weird blue tip ones, and those things suck, and it got clogged and it wasted about this much. And I even tried changing nozzles with other spray cans I had, didn't work. So of course I had to go out and buy a new one. But here we have the headers. I've just finished putting a second coat on these right now, and they look pretty sweet. And there we go, there's a better look at it, nice and coated, pretty sweet. All right guys, well that was a real fun project, and I say that jokingly. Working with fiberglass absolutely sucks. You will see little shards of that stuff all over your clothes, so be very careful when taking your clothes off. You don't get anything in your eyes. Also, make sure that you wear gloves when you're working with fiberglass header tape. Also, tons of issues with the spray cans from DEI. Very disappointed in how, as far as that worked. But anyways, these headers are ready to go on the car, so the next step will be we're going to get the car over to Ken's Auto, and Kenny's going to get the headers on, and we'll see how that goes, because I think we're going to be drilling a lot of studs out to get them out, but the original manifolds anyways. But thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a like. If you have comments or questions, be sure to comment down below. This is Jay with Car Guys New England. Until next time, take care.